Your game trailer sucks.
Every episode, a different game developer will join me and will review your trailer and will tell you if they're good or they suck. Our guest today is Ori, a great game developer and one of my colleagues in Team Sunbird. Ori, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Ori. I'm an indie game developer. I released 2 games on Steam and I have overall 30 games on each. Some of them are small gem games, some of them are larger projects, and I'm very happy to be here.
Let's watch the trailer.
DGM, what that stands for?
Definitely great machine.
Definitely great machine. Undoubtedly.
Department of Gravity Management. It's definitely a great machine.
Yeah, undoubtedly, definitely. A Department of Gravity Management, that is also a great machine.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I really like the graphics of this game, the stylized graphics. I like that you went with the limited palette and the outlines. You can see that it is influenced by 3D puzzle games like Portal, but I'm still not really sure what the mechanics are. I see that you can control the gravity somehow, and everything is around gravity, so I think it is really like centered around this gravity theme, which is good.
Yeah.
And it's really diverse, not only moving boxes, there are also like enemies. You sometimes are affected yourself by the gravity. Maybe a 10-second bit where you can see the challenge and see how you solve it and somehow explain it better, I think.
I totally agree. And now let me be the bad cop. If there's something I dislike about game trailers is putting like blocks of text on the screen to explain to you what the story is, what the mechanics are. For example, the company doesn't like you. You need to meet your quotas. Yeah. And the worst thing, you can get new skill.
Yeah, show me the skill trees, show me the actual new stuff you can do.
Yeah. One other thing that I didn't like about the trailer is the music. I think the music really doesn't speak the same language as the game itself, and I don't know if it's the music of the game and if you actually have original soundtrack for the game. But even if you don't, you need to find better music for your trailer and edit the trailer to be synced with the music.
There is this like UI bit on the screen where you see the numbers.
Yeah, the quotas.
Yeah, it's really like out of the style of the game, which really stands out for me for a game that has this really good style.
If it was holographic and in-game,
yeah,
I think it would have been better.
Yeah.
And one last thing, I think you need to compress your entire trailer into 40 seconds. And the first 10 seconds of your trailer should be the most interesting and the hook of the game. I don't need explanation. I need to see something that will hook me and will make me want to watch the rest of the trailer. What's our verdict? Game, maybe. Trailer, bad. Let's go for the next one. Full disclosure, I did play this game once. I do want to ask you, what do you think the gameplay is about?
It looks like bullet hell, like waves of enemies are coming at you.
Yeah.
There's also this mechanics that the things you shoot come back at you.
All right.
So you kind of have to beware where you're shooting.
I think you got it exactly right. Usually in games like this, you just shoot all the time. And here, you need to be really aware.
Yeah, but I think I understood that kind of late in the trailer.
Yeah.
I think the first 15 seconds, they show you that you play like a coin in an arcade machine, which is nice, but then it shows you like different types of coins, which you don't yet understand what they mean because you don't know this is a shooter survival bullet hell yet. And then you say there are different kinds of enemies. Yeah, but what are enemies in this context?
I agree that if the premise of the game is it's a bullet hell where you shoot the bullets and also avoid them, then it should be really early in the trailer.
Yeah, I don't think the line that there are different enemies is really...
It's not interesting.
Yeah, it's not interesting. And also you can see that when you see different types of gameplay, maybe cut the first 15 seconds or just move them a bit forward. Beware of the crossfire because the bullets come back. It's kind of like saying the same thing twice. Your own bullets come back at you. Or, I don't know, beware of your own bullets. Or you can actually show it.
Let's imagine that the trailer will start. Instead of putting a coin into the arcade machine, it will just follow a single bullet that you shoot and it comes back and hurts you. So then from the first second of the trailer, you understand, oh, this is what it's about. And then when you see bullets all over the place, you understand, oh, it's my bullets. And then you don't even need the text on the screen. In general, if you can avoid writing text on the screen and just showing it, it's the best method. I think you can put more focus on the idea that the game is a roguelike and you can get new skills and the game changes every time you play it. I think the art style is great and very cohesive. I think the music is a great choice and upbeat and energetic, and it emphasizes what the trailer is about and what the game is about. I think they did a great job editing the trailer and the game just looks fun. It's really juicy.
Pure fun. Pure fun. Sign me up.
It's not a Steam game. You can just play it for free on itch. So
I will.
I want to pay money for my game. I don't want to get it for free like some kind of a peasant. I can afford my own games. Your verdict?
Good game. Good trailer, though it could be better.
What do you think about Body Electric?
Really didn't understand what the game is about. Yeah, you can see that the one who did this have some background in cinema.
Yeah, exactly. This trailer was lacking gameplay that I can look on and say, I want to play this. This looks fun.
A gameplay that conveys why your game is unique because there are thousands of third-person shooters out there.
If what's unique about your game is the mechanics, show the unique mechanics. If it's the story, show us parts of the story. Every time we cut to the actual gameplay, it's disappointing. We just get a really generic game that I really don't understand what's special about it or what's fun about it. Just include more gameplay in your trailer, and it should be the best looking gameplay that you can possibly get your hands on. It looks like it's been played on a potato with the lowest settings possible. The frame rate is something like 10 frames per second. You need your game to look so cool and so high quality. So verdict, game, we have no idea. So that's not a good thing. And trailer, I think it's a really bad trailer. Let's go.
Well, this was a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked the... I'll start with the music because this like jazz, Latino music was really awesome.
It's a great choice of music and it conveys the feeling of the game. It's lighthearted. It's not supposed to be dark and moody. Flaming buildings and you save lives, but in a fun way, not in a serious way.
Yeah, people burning alive, but it's fun. No people were burned alive in the making of this game.
We have no way of knowing that.
We have no way. I think it's really clear from the trailer what this game is.
It shows that the people who made this game, they know what they're doing. Everything, the effect, the shaders, the reflections, everything is on point and it looks amazing. Even though I'm not a fan of pixel art games, it made me just want to play it, and it is so beautiful. Also, I do want to use this trailer as an example to how to avoid text screens. For example, if you want to tell the watcher that there is a time limit and you need to get out of the building before it explodes, look how they do this. They just put a timer and you go out of the building just before the timer runs out, and when the timer runs out, everything catches flames. You understand the time limit without a screen that tells you, and there is a time limit and there's pressure. That would just ruin what
you have to rescue everyone before time runs out.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to tell them you're a firefighter, you rescue cats, you drive around. You don't need to say any of that because you just see it in the trailer.
You're a firefighter, but the company doesn't like you. I think the pacing of this trailer is really, really good. Like, there is an exposition to this trailer. It starts with a truck driving around the street into a fiery building. This exposition takes 2 seconds. By second 3, you're inside the game and you're seeing what it does. You don't always have to ditch the exposition and start with the gameplay. You can make the exposition short and then you get the extra stuff, like there's a boss fight in there, which is nice to have because I wouldn't assume there would be a boss fight in such a game.
Yeah, that was really surprising. And then you see like different mechanics. There's water rising. There's driving around. There's the smoke and fumes. I mean, everything here is unique and interesting. And it makes me understand that the game has a lot to offer me. Verdict, great game. Great trailer. One of the best trailers I've seen. By the way, if you want us to review your trailer, you can submit it using the form below in the description. And while you're at it, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos. Let's go. What do you think?
I'll start with the game. I think the game is really appealing. I like the minimalistic palette art style. I like the chain mechanics. But I think the trailer could really improve.
Yeah.
The trailer does show the main mechanics, but it does it really, really slow.
It's like 5 seconds that you just swing back and forth.
I do see the point in that because later in the trailer you get better and then you're swinging fast. But by the time I'll get to this point in the trailer, I will probably move on with my life because it's so slow. And also I think the music is it starts atmospheric and slow. It's kind of become this elevator music.
I think the sound design is really good. The music is beautiful. It's not one of the things that I think should be improved in the trailer, but it's your opinion and I respect it even when you're wrong. This game draws a lot of inspiration from Celeste. It's a little too much. I mean, the spikes look exactly the same. The ledges look exactly the same. I think it's just a bit too... I copied Celeste. My own game copied the art style from Ori and the Blind Forest. Who am I to speak? But I do think it's a little bit too much, but it's not what bothered me in this trailer. I think the game looks so fun to play. The mechanics are unique. I like the Metroidvania aspect of it. It's really juicy. You can see the bubbles and the smears, small particles where you jumped from. It makes you just want to grab it and play it. And they did a great job doing that. Another good thing that I liked is you show there's a world and a story. There are characters. You feel like a part of a bigger thing. I think most of the problems come from the editing of the trailer, which is a really good point to be in. It means your game is great and you need to edit your trailer better. Squeeze everything into 1 minute. Just make faster cuts. Decide what exactly you want to show. show, and everything else, just cut it out.
Maybe you can make a list of all the things you want to show. Make sure that all of them are shown once or maybe at most twice.
Also, a little life hack. If you want to show a lot from your game, but you don't have a lot of time, you can just speed the footage a little bit, like by 10 or 15%. Just squeeze more into the trailer. Verdict. I think it's a good game and a mediocre trailer.
Yeah. You have one purpose, kill, and I thought it would end there. And thus demonstrate your potential, which is something that your teacher tells you on the last day of school.
You have one purpose, kill, and thus demonstrate your potential.
You can see that this is a pixel art game where you're moving through different environments, and that's it.
I think the trailer is really intriguing and mysterious. I think the art looks cool, and you do get the idea that there's some kind of different environments, different dimensions. They did a really good job of demonstrating the contrast between different environments. There's just one problem. I have no idea what the game is about. Like, take 10 seconds and show us little bits of gameplay so we'll understand what the game is about, not in small screens surrounding the text.
I think it's another case of game. I don't know. It might be good.
If the trailer had another 15 seconds of gameplay, it would be fantastic.
Yeah. Trailer so-so?
Yeah. A game, who knows? Trailer, so-so? That's about
Good luck.
At the end of every episode, I like to ask the guest to review one of their own trailers. But here, it's a little bit of a tricky case because we made the game together and I was the one editing the trailer. So we can't really review the trailer, but it might be interesting to speak about how we decided how to edit the trailer and what to include in it.
And I can always criticize you in new ways. I think it's a game about hedgehogs, but I don't know anything else about it.
We showed this trailer to Mark Brown from GMTK. He said, it looks cool, but I'm not sure anyone would play a black and white game.
And he was right.
In Prickle, you have almost 50 levels. Do you remember how we decided which levels we want to include in the trailer?
We had two guidelines. One is levels that visually look cool, you make an interesting shape or something like that you can see right away. The other thing is levels that have really clear fail condition, that you can fail them miserably in a very specific way and you can show that too.
Showing a series of failures to explain the game is difficult. This is what's difficult about it. We wanted one level with a huge block of hedgehogs. We wanted one level when you finish the level and a lot of hedgehogs are just going yeah,
are sucked into the hedgehog hole.
We wanted to show that you can just spin around the axis point. So we just spun around with no purpose just to show that in the trailer. One thing that I was in charge of is making these small cutscenes between levels. And I put a lot of them into the trailer because I think they are cute and charming. But one thing you told me is we don't want too many cutscenes because the player will think that this is what the game is like, where you see hedgehogs swimming and running. They don't do that in the game. It's just cutscenes. So if most of the trailer is cutscenes, it fools the player and they will be disappointed once they buy the game. Or they think the game is something it's not, and it's not something you want to convey.
I think the cutscenes are really short and cute and funny, and I think they are good candidates of stuff to put on the trailer. But only after the trailer had established the main mechanic that is controlling Father Hedgehog and collecting the hoglets.
Also, I really like this screen where you show quotes from PC Gamer, but if you look closely, we don't really show winning in any category. We just participated in events, but it looks so good and you don't really bother to read the actual award. Do you have anything else you want to add? Good game, good trailer.
Good trailer.
It's like, yeah. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for Ori for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
And if you want to check out any of the games we've shown here, you can check them out in the description below. And also feel free to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like this. And if you want, you can tell us in the comments that our game trailer sucks as well. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye-bye.